The first one is about direct digital manufacturing, and we discussed this one briefly in the previous chapter, let's say, topic. We said that these days we are not using additive manufacturing just to produce prototypes. We are now using for final products, and that's why we prefer to use the term DDM, or direct digital manufacturing. So at the end of this manufacturing, we will have some end-use components, which means that the users will be using such parts actually manufacturing on these additive manufacturing machinery on their final assemblies, on their final, let's say, applications. It may be also sometimes named as rapid manufacturing, but we prefer to use direct digital manufacturing. And in this scheme, obviously, we need to consider more things since they are not prototypes, they are final products. So that's why we need to consider all the mechanical properties, all other thermal issues, for instance. Otherwise, you may have problems in your assemblies. In the rapid prototyping, the mechanical properties are not important as much, since we check for whether the part is fitting, whether it's functioning, or whether the form of the part is okay. But in the direct digital manufacturing, the mechanical properties becomes highly important. So what are advantages of additive manufacturing? We are all aware of them. We can produce complicated shapes. We can have customized products for everyone. We can have specific products. We can write names of their peoples on such products, and or fabricate, let's say, customized shoes, other things, personal products with the help of additive manufacturing. But the thing is that it's not obviously for mass production. For mass production, we have different approaches, other conventional approaches. We need to have a transfer line, and in that transfer line, we need to have many stations, and each station will be responsible for specific manufacturing tasks. But additive manufacturing is highly suitable for mass customization, which means that you can produce the same product with different properties according to the needs of the customers. And that's why we have customization, and we are producing it in huge amounts. We can also say that these additive manufacturing technologies are also useful for low amounts of production. For instance, if you want to produce hundreds of a product, yes, then it's okay. But if the number is, let's say, 100,000, then we cannot say that additive manufacturing is economical these days. Another application field we are using additive manufacturing these days is that medical field. There are many applications. Up to this week, we have seen some examples, and it's getting more popularity in medical applications. Let's have a look at the first one. For instance, this is from Align Technology. These are aligners they use to align actually the teeth of specific customers. And the thing is that they need to provide some couple of new aligners every 1 to 2 weeks. Since the teeth actually gets formed, you need to modify and to change these aligners every 1 or 2 weeks. And that's why it's highly suitable for additive manufacturing. So what do you think, which method is actually the best one to produce such aligners? Any idea, guys? Can I use laser sintering? Which one did you say? SLA? Okay, stereolithography. Yes, this is the best choice for fabricating such aligners. Now let's have a look at an example. Let me share it with you. Any questions, by the way? So this is the Align Technology company. Now you'll see how they are using SLA stereolithography to produce such aligners for their customers. Another thing I forgot to say, obviously, aligners are specific to the customers. You cannot have a single aligner and then everyone cannot use the same aligner, obviously.
Align technology has played a key role in the evolution of orthodontic treatment. In the early days, we were viewed as a technology and market disruptor, and we still are. Today, we're the leader in clear aligner orthodontics and an emerging leader in digital dentistry. We believe our products can and will be part of almost every aspect of dental and orthodontic treatment. To do that, we have to provide our customers and their patients with the very best products possible. We constantly invent and then innovate to bring the right products and features to our customers. We combine the knowledge from millions of cases with 3D software engineering, material science, cutting-edge manufacturing to help doctors deliver treatment that is more predictable and more efficient than ever before. Our market share is still small. Many treatments are still done the old analog way with brackets and wires and physical impressions, but we're changing that. Our goal is to ensure we can do anything wires and brackets can do.
And the thing is that they are using professional stereotography system, not desktop stereotography. They have huge stereotography machines and they are using a different type. Their table is going downwards. If you remember my SLA printer, the build table was going upwards, but they prefer to have it downwards.
Better and more efficiently, and deliver a great experience for doctors and patients while doing it.
Invisalign is more than capable of keeping up the pace of innovation. What pushes the innovation is our desire to put the right tools in the doctor's hands to make every case an Invisalign case. Digital treatment planning, 3D tools. Invisalign will become more and more intuitive for the doctors. Digital technologies like scanning are making doctor and patient experience a lot better. For one, it's a lot easier to take a digital impression of the patient than it is to take a physical impression. The more accurate the data, the better your treatment outcome is going to be. We work very hard on our software tools and algorithms to generate as accurate a tooth shape as possible because it results in a better aligner fit. Every single aligner is unique. Everyone is different. It's easy to make a few aligners a day, but it's extremely hard to make tens of thousands of aligners a day.
Let me show you the machine here. Now the fabrication is over. The wheel table is going upwards, but in printing, it's always going downwards, and you can see the size of this huge tank. And we have resin material, and obviously it's a clear resin.
Tens of thousands of aligners a day with high quality, high consistency, and no opportunity for error. All the manufacturing process and tools that go behind the scenes to make that happen, I consider to be a crown jewel for Invisalign.
We are probably the world's best at mass customization. It's a highly complex integration of data throughout the world that has to be linked and moves seamlessly amongst all of our constituents and facilities. It starts at the doctor's office with a physical impression or a digital scan to create a 3D model. Then that data is transferred to our dental technicians who use proprietary software to create a digital treatment plan. The proposed plan is sent back to the doctor for review and approval. The approved data then moves to our automated plant where each individual aligner is custom fabricated. Up to 80,000 aligners are made, tracked, and shipped each day directly to the doctor's office. The entire process, regardless of where it's located, is one continuous process flow, and the more we're able to use digital electronic data, the more seamless it becomes.
The Invisalign brand is one of the greatest things about this company. This may be the only product in orthodontics or dentistry that people ask for by name. Our consumer marketing programs directly benefit our customers, delivering interested consumers to their offices. We believe we're a great partner in their practice and development.
On a clinical level, it has been such an advancement to my practice. There's not a single product available, or company should say, out there that promotes.
I think that's fine for this Align technology. Any questions, guys, about this example, this mass customization?
Hocam o videoda bir kısım da şey yapıyordu. Bir tane böyle kalıp gibi bir şey çıkarmıştı, diş kalıbı. Sonra üstünde böyle plastik vakumluyordu. O eskiden yapılan hali değil mi?
Yeah, it's the conventional way. It's just showing for comparison. Not the method they're actually employing.
Hocam Bizim bu aşağıya doğru inen SLA'lerde üstteki sıvının seviyesini kontrol etmemiz zor olacağı için yani istediğimiz sonuçları elde etmemiz de zor olmaz mı? Çünkü yani orada hacim de değişiyor ve sallanma vesaire de olabilir.
Yes, but it is difficult for if you want to have cheaper manufacturing system, cheaper stereolithography systems, but they are using a very professional one. Their motion control systems are very powerful. They don't have such errors, and that's why they can easily produce such things while the wheel plate is going downwards.
Peki avantajı ne hocam? Yani neden diğerini seçmiyorlar? Hani bir avantajı var mı aşağıya doğru gitmesinin?
And use also this resin easily. The remaining resin can be used in the second batch of, let's say, products. I think that's another advantage. Probably they have more, but I'm not aware of another advantage. But I think for mass customization for high number of, much easier.
Anladım. Teşekkürler.
Now we have another mass customization example. Is from Siemens, and this is an example of hearing aid. As you see, they have obviously some electronics inside, and this is a shell, and this shell is they are trying to print it with printers. In the earlier days, obviously, they were using a single type of hearing aid, but the problem is that since people have different, let's say, physiological properties, that's why it may not fit into one's ear, but it may fit into other people's ears. So that's why they had high return rates. And then later they switched to additive manufacturing. So what they are doing is that right now customers are scanning their ear. They have a kind of a point cloud, and this point cloud is actually converted into a CAD model. And later, obviously, they will have the STL and try to fabricate it with additive manufacturing machinery. This is the example. They have scanned the ear and they try to put an hearing aid into this ear, and this is how they do it. And now they can produce, as you see, about 250, hundreds, thousands of hearing aids in a year. And since they are doing kind of scanning and they are producing customized products, their return rates are decreased. And they prefer to have stereolithography again over other systems since they don't want to have high surface roughness. They are producing quite small parts. That's why again they preferred stereolithography. We have another direct digital example. This is a football shoe or soccer shoe. You see, it's a bit weird. It's actually the first type of printed shoe, soccer shoe. They use laser sintering, but the problem is that its cost was very high and very expensive, let's say, pair of shoes. And that's why actually this company is failed. They're not selling anything anymore. They're not in the market. Then we have another direct digital manufacturing example. Do you remember this part? This was an example we have seen in the direct deposition systems. And
bacakta bir yere takıyorlardı bunu, değil mi?
Yeah, this is a hip joint. We put it onto the hip implants, and we initially want to have high surface roughness for, let's say, tissue generation actually. And this is done by RCAM's electron beam melting system, and they can have different designs according to the customer, and they can adjust the density of this part. They can have different porosity levels, and we will have these porosities and this high surface roughness to actually let these cells, living cells, go into these porous regions. And with the help of it, we can have this implant working properly.